It's now time for Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of the staff nor the management of KWN TV 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Now, let's go Around Town on KWN TV 7.
And we're on. And you sewed your phone down.
I made it.
With 1 second to spare, if it was that long.
Yeah. I walked in, Cody said, 30 seconds. Shoot, I got plenty of time.
Well, I got time to plan a show in 30 seconds time. So what's going on here in the fine city of Trenton?
Well, we can't start there. We always start with football.
Football's looking good.
It's looking like it's going to come down to us in Georgia.
Well,
24-10. Daisy were 24-10. Tennessee won one.
Oh, did they? Who'd they play?
Like Dade County or something.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah, well, yeah, they probably would have won that one too. I'm sorry.
Southern Miss.
Oh, nobody, huh?
No.
Okay. Well,
You know, and we got the meat of our schedule coming up.
I know.
I don't like that we always end on Auburn. I wish that would be
Oh, that's a
right, a
that's the
50-year
last-
tradition.
Yeah, at least that's the last football game's always on Saturday after Thanksgiving. And
Have you got your DVR yet?
no, I've been meaning to work on that, but I just hadn't had time.
All right, well, I got some bad news for you.
What?
Pirate died.
You're kidding me?
Yeah, I'm kidding you. The show is horrible.
Is it bad?
I'm struggling. I think, though, this next one is going to be a turnaround because from
gonna
the
be
way
better.
that, well, you know how the first one started? They all didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
And you were kind of slow getting there, but once they found out who they next week, I think they find out.
Well, I'll be able to watch it next week because football's over for me.
Well, good, because you missed all the bad stuff. I mean,
Well, good.
I even put a post on Facebook, asked people, and I'm not the only one. Not one person is liking this season.
Well, football's over for me, so I'm through with football. Jax, my youngest grandson, plays in his Super Bowl Thursday at 6:30 at Pisgah.
And I'll give you some personal observations on it during a commercial break.
Oh, okay. Well, we will discuss that off the air. I can tell there's
Off
going to
the
be words
camera.
that we can't tell.
Yeah. Well, no, the words are okay. It's you'll hear about it. So Cody Sims and Ameriprise are doing something called Fun Fridays.
Good. What are we doing on Friday? that's fun?
Everybody's invited. Like last week, a bunch of us got together and we went to Clouds Pizza, Lookout Mountain Pizza. Went there, and then this past Friday, around lunchtime, we got a group together. They all went to Uncle Lair's and had ice cream. So this Friday, everybody's invited. It's open for everybody. Everybody is invited to go tour the museum at the American Legion.
Ooh, you're kidding. What time?
12 o'clock. So every week it's either a dinner or a luncheon, and we get together and patron different restaurants and different businesses in Trenton to help boost business.
Right. Well, now I do hear we're getting a new restaurant up where Randy's was.
Yes. Angie's, April's Southern Home Plate or Southern Plate, something like that. I hear it's really good. I heard it's really good. So, you know, the place that's in there now, I only got to go there once. But I'm looking forward to this new one too. They're going back to more of a buffet style,
Oh, really?
is what I heard, yeah.
Well, I hear it's supposed to be good.
So,
Really good, so.
Well, Randy's going to be hard to beat.
Yep. That is true.
He was there for a long time for a reason.
Yes, this is true.
So, did you go vote?
I voted. See, I just get to vote for the Splost.
Right.
I live in the county, so I don't get to vote for city people.
They let them down at R Haven go vote.
I
I have
wonder.
laughed at that.
I wonder how many people have voted. Did you know?
I don't know. That's usually what Robert tells us, and well, he ain't here today.
Yeah, I would be interested to know how many people voted.
And not one single more than those people can complain. Remember?
No, that's exactly right. I bet it'll be a low turnout.
I don't see it being a big turnout. I just don't, you know. And liquor by the drink for the city folk. Hey,
Oh yeah, I
if
forgot
it
that's on
passes
the
and you're
ballot.
not happy about it, it's your fault if you didn't vote.
Yeah, I forgot about that being on the ballot.
If it passes and you're happy about it and you didn't vote, well, hey, you got lucky.
You had more friends voting than the other guys did.
Right. So, If you're a tiki elf, because that's a big group of folks, y'all have a meeting tonight at Los Three Amigos at 6 o'clock.
What is that?
The tiki elves, they're the ones that around Christmas they stand in the little elf
Oh,
costumes.
the little elf outfits.
Yeah, they're the ones that win the Christmas parade every year because they always take it one step above and beyond every year. Like they've started adding fire.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, last year they had fire twirlers, and that's hard to beat.
That'd be hard to beat, fire. I try to stay away from fire.
So did Logan's, but it didn't work out so good.
I know.
for her.
What happened? Is it?
Well, didn't they say they're going to try to open this evening?
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, I don't think it was total
Somebody said it was just in the,
in the hood.
yeah, where the pull the flames up, I guess.
But it was
somehow.
shooting straight out. If you looked, it was like shooting straight out the top. So,
Well, I hope they do get opened back up.
are you ready for Thanksgiving?
No, I'm not.
It just got here. It seems like we just had it.
Tell me about it. I had to spend a big portion of my day yesterday with my children, so no, I'm not ready for Thanksgiving.
What'd you think about the zombie walk?
Well, I left. I had to go.
Well, the trick or treat alley.
Oh, that was good.
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun. We ended up with over 2,000. We had to count.
Yeah, somebody said Tommy Bradford was counting. Was he counting? I thought somebody told me Tommy Bradford was
I
counting.
don't know. They had 1,600 through the library alone.
I believe that.
So that means we would have had to have broken 2,000 on the outside because there's a lot of people that just come straight through the tables.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it was a lot of fun. All my grandkids, I had my two oldest granddaughters, and they each had their kid here, so
and Ann got her picture with our scarecrow.
I did get that. That scared me.
Yeah, you're in my chambergram.
Oh, well, great. I can hardly wait to see that lovely picture.
It shows you looking at him, just smiled, and then he's got the hood pulled up.
That scared the crap out of me.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
I was I was just thinking, oh, well, this guy's got a thing over his face and
Yeah.
gonna get my picture made with him, and he yanked that back, and his face is all jaggled up and looks
Jaggled
like,
up.
yeah, he's looking bad.
But let me tell you, I'm really upset that last Saturday it was 47 degrees, and this past Saturday it was 80.
Well, last Saturday, I didn't have any heat.
Yeah, because you weren't here Monday.
Yeah, because I was waiting on the heat and air guy. From Friday, early Saturday morning until Monday, I had no heat. The coldest weekend of the whole year so far. Then it heats up to 75 and 80. I need my air conditioner.
Well, I was at the Forever Bluegrass Festival this weekend, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I bet.
But
Where was it?
It was at Mountain Cove Farms in Chickamauga.
Oh, yeah, that lady come on here and talked about that.
Cindy, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the bees and those little Japanese beetles and spiders and all that do not know that winter is here.
Oh, my gosh, the grass is turning green again.
They're in abundance, yeah.
Yeah, those ladybugs, I built on their burial ground over where I live because they'll go away and I won't see them for years, and then they'll come back, and they've come back this year
They
with a
come to
vengeance.
my bathroom.
Well, they are at my dining room window and my kitchen window. Now, if they go around in the front, I don't
Now
know.
they're getting in my attic or something because they're coming down through a light fixture.
Oh, they're coming down here, yeah.
I mean, you'll walk in the bathroom and my
It's just
ceilings-
covered.
Yeah, and they stink.
They stink. The only way you can get rid of them like that, Cheryl, is get your vacuum cleaner.
That's what I do. That's what I do. But it keeps my cats occupied because I'll go in the bathroom and all three of my cats are sitting there going,
They're
just
wanting to know,
loving every minute of
they're
it.
wanting to know what them crazy things are. They are horrible. Yeah.
Well, I had an app on my phone, and it was a cat toy because I have a kitten, and it's like a ladybug, or you can get a spider that walks around. So now, like if I'm sitting here playing on my phone for no reason, my little kitten will come behind me and grab her paw and try to
She
turn.
wants to see the.
Or she'll come over here and she'll watch. So
See
when she
you.
sees those,
Oh, she thinks that.
yeah, it's a game.
Yeah, she thinks, ooh, that's what's on the telephone.
So
Well, that was horrible about that shooting in wherever it was. Texas.
I have my own personal opinion about that too, and I'll tell you that during the break. You should be here during the break, folks. That's when the good stuff gets talked about.
Oh, really?
I don't want to step on no toes, or I'll just say it straight up. First thing through my mind, and here's the first thing I said, and y'all take this as you will. I'm being honest. First thing I said was, I hope that wasn't a white shooter in a black church, because that's all we've seen lately, and that's all everything gets preyed upon.
Well, was it?
No, It was a white church and a white shooter. I mean, I'm not trying to, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's been so much about that here lately, and it's making everything just hard to live with. Just hard
Was
to live with.
the
You know?
now the shooter was young, right?
He was, and it was actually a neighbor across the street that shot him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently there was gunfire going through his house, and he came out and was able to shoot the shooter.
I was gone most of the day yesterday, and I didn't even hear any news until.
I saw it on Facebook. I don't watch the news. It's too depressing.
Well, I didn't watch anything, but Bobby seen it and was telling me about it.
So before everybody gets out there screaming that guns are killing people, think about who stopped him. Think about how he stopped him, and how many more people could have been hurt had he not stopped him. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a big gun supporter, so.
But you know, I mean, had he not been there, there would have been way more people.
Oh yeah, what was 25 or so?
Between the ages of 7 and 70, or 10 and 70, or yeah. So had the Good Samaritan across the street, because that's what he was, had he not stepped forward, then it would have been a lot worse.
Would have been.
But then also this weekend, there was a shooter at a Starbucks somewhere. There was a shooter at a Walmart somewhere. And
Bobby was telling me about the Starbucks thing.
if you get mad at somebody, don't go shoot somebody else. You know,
I don't think it's people being mad. I think it's just.
Well, apparently this man
Crazy people.
had gotten a dishonorable discharge from the military for beating his wife and kids. And her family
The guy
attends.
that shot the church
Yeah,
up?
and her family attends this church. So what other reason would he have had to just go shoot up a church? It was getting back at the family is what I feel like it was. And then, you know, Las Vegas, that guy at that concert a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Somebody on Facebook, I was reading a bunch of comments on the news about it, and that said, well, see, that's what country music gets you. Okay, it ain't country music, first of all.
No,
It
that
wasn't Donald Trump's fault. It wasn't nobody's fault, but the man with the gun in the window.
Well, now I tell you what, I did read. I read this in the newspaper yesterday that the judges. It just said some judges said that they wish that Donald Trump would keep his tweeting to himself because he has jeopardized possibly. It wasn't the Las Vegas shooting. What was the New York situation? Donald Trump put out on Twitter, this guy should be electrocuted or shot or something.
The death penalty, yeah.
Was that okay? And the judge said that whoever is going to represent this guy is already hollering this guy can't get a fair trial because the president of the United States has said he should be shot. Of course, I have my opinion about that too, so we'll keep that to myself. But because I don't want the FBI knocking on my door when I say what I think should be done to Donald Trump. But it's a sad situation when your president's up there worrying about tweeting about things he has no business tweeting about. But anyway, all right, we are going to take a break because I think I've got to go move my truck. I've seen somebody out there looking at it, and they're probably trying to get something in there with furniture, and I parked in the wrong spot.
Well, I can leave my keys in mine. Anybody can move if they want to. But
they wouldn't get in that truck. They'd be afraid they open the door, something fall out on them, and it very well might.
I do know coming up we had Chris McFetridge coming up to speak about the Veterans Day Parade.
Good.
And then
Jane Dixon's here, and we're going to talk about something that the Optimus Club is doing that's very special and very special to me, actually. We'll be right back.
Did you know that natural gas is now available in some areas of Jackson and DeKalb counties? The Upper Sand Mountain Gas District is working to provide customers with a reliable, cost-effective means to heat your homes, cook your meals, dry your clothes, and heat your water using the best natural resource in the world, natural gas. Natural gas is the safest, most efficient, and economical choice for your heating, cooking, clothes drying, and water heating needs. Call the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District today to see if natural gas is available in your area. Call 256-632-2254 for the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District.
The Dade County school system continues to put the safety of students first. That's why the Love the Bus Elementary campaign rolls on. Love the Bus is designed to teach students the importance of safety, respect, and proper bus etiquette. As we continue to enhance efforts of safety for our students, we'd like to have you as part of our team. If you're considering a career as a bus driver, call the Dade County Schools Transportation Department at 706-657-7053 today. Part-time hours with full-time benefits as a bus driver for the Dade County school system.
Glass Farm Nursery on Highway 11 south of Trenton is now open for a limited time with what you need for the fall season. Now in their 46th year. Shop and compare. 8-inch mums just $4.99. Large mums $17.99 right now. Plus, fresh fall pansies are on site and our fruit trees are half price. Get to Glass Farm Nursery for the absolute best selection. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 2. Glass Farm Nursery, 4.5 miles south of Trenton on US Highway 11. For 46 years, Glass Farm Nursery. Get that next new-to-you car or truck from Cloud Auto Sales in Higdon, Alabama. Right now, check out an 08 Nissan Rogue SL. One owner, real sharp, only $6,995. How about a 2012 Hyundai Sonata GLX? Real nice inside and out and gets great gas mileage. $6,995 with a warranty available. And a 2000 Ford F-150 4.2 V6 5-speed runs and drives great. Only $3,995. See Rayburn Cloud today for these and other deals now at Cloud Auto Sales, Alabama Highway 71 in Higdon. 597-3273. And on Facebook at Cloud Auto Sales.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College is now accepting applications for classes. We offer programs in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 campus locations with financial aid options as well. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Drop by one of our campuses today or check us out at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Get focused. Get hired.
Truck. I figured it's in the way. I thought I gotta go move my truck. All right, we're back.
I got to bump in here just real quick. It is not time to play Christmas music. That's all
What in the world brought that on?
Trick or Treat Alley that night on the 28th at 8 p.m. They started playing Christmas music on the radio.
Really?
Yes.
Well, Jane, have you got your Christmas tree up?
No, but I'm getting ready to put my Thanksgiving tree up.
Well, good. We're going to have
If you-
Thanksgiving before Christmas at your house, right?
We are. We're a house load of folks, honey.
Oh, have you?
Yes, Lord.
Jane always has a house load of folks. Some from England.
Well, we
have
have them
visitors
from
from
England.
England?
We have them from Slovakia that come. They're not coming this Thanksgiving, but we have folks from everywhere.
That sounds
show
like
up.
my house, yeah. I
Yeah.
have them from all over.
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah. And if you see somebody on the street that doesn't
They
have
need
any place
somebody
to go,
Send them to my, that's my,
Yeah.
Just send them over to Jane's
Send 'em to my
house.
Ann picks up dogs. We pick up people that need a place to be on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Everybody comes to my house, gets a sweater and something to eat.
Well, hey, that's good. Well, we are here. Jane Dixon is here, and Jane is with the Optimist Club. Jane and I have been in the Optimist Club together for quite some time. She was our president a few
And I'm new.
times back. And Cheryl's a new Optimist member.
Officially.
But thanks to Sam Moore, Sam's doing something special. That's Sarah and Gilbert Moore's son. Everybody knows Sam here. You tell us about it, Jane.
Well, Sam, lives out of town, but he also is an Optimist member, just like we are, and he is a runner. So people will be real interested in this who love to run or know people who like to run. Sam has run this race before, but it's a 26.2 mile race. And he ran last year, and he ran for the Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So he approached the Optimist Club and said, would we kind of help sponsor him because he would like to run for something very special to him, to Ann, to a number of people here in Trenton, and that would be for St. Jude's for research for childhood cancer. Well, that just hit a chord in many people's thoughts in the Optimist Club because of a young girl, Crystal Green, that was a member of the community here. Her parents still are, and Crystal had cancer when she was young. She had it most of her life. It did not totally debilitate her as a older young lady, but it certainly altered her life, her family. And I know last week in our Optimist meeting, Ann had invited her parents to come and speak to us. And as you listened to their talk, you just knew how it impacted their family, how it drew them together, but it made a commitment to them, and Sam has picked this up to St. Jude's to research for children, for people with cancer, childhood cancer. And Crystal's father and mother were more than grateful for what St. Jude's had done for Crystal, for their family, for their life, and how much it meant to them. And so Sam and the Optimist Club agreed. Sam will be representing the Optimist Club here in Trenton Date, will be running for Crystal Green, and this happens on January the 7th, and it will happen at Disney World. Sam, as I said, has run this race, this 26.2-mile race, and every weekend now, for about a month or two, he has been practicing. He's been running and running and running. Now, I don't think Sam's mission ever is to win the race. I'm sure he would love to, but his mission in this is so much greater than winning that race.
Yep.
It's winning for people like Crystal Green, people who need research for childhood cancer. I was telling this last week, I used to be a director in special education in Hamilton County Schools, and one of the things I had to do often, and you think had to, I don't really think it as had to, was follow families who had children who had to go to St. Jude's, and they would come back to school and would help provide instruction for them and help keep their grades up and keep them with the teacher to their house on days that they could not go to school. I remember there was a young girl who was at Daisy Elementary School, and her principal, that lady went so far out to make things possible for this child to come to school every day that she could. So this is the kind of attitude that I'm talking about. It's an attitude of goodwill. It's an attitude of what can we do for someone else that sometimes we never know.
Yep.
We will never know them, but when that affects a family in your community or in your family, the impact spreads throughout.
Yep.
I know Ann has a significant loss in her soul and in her heart, because you just can tell every time she even broaches the conversation of childhood cancer or loss to a family, even an extended family. It's a horrible thing that, honestly, you never get over it. And I think the thing is, I don't think we're supposed to get over it, Ann.
No, I don't think so
No.
either, Jane. I think, I'm going to tell you, I was there every week that Crystal was out there, at least a few nights. I'd go stay maybe one night, maybe 2 nights, depending on what was going on in my life. And until you've been to St. Jude, I think that every person, especially if you have children, need to just go walk in the doors out there.
Right.
Now, when I left, the night I left, I turned around and looked back, and I said, I hope I never come back through these doors.
Right.
But after being there for 6 months, it will move. If it don't move you, you got a problem.
Right. And Sam's goal is for cash. I mean, because it takes money.
Oh,
for
you have
people.
no idea.
Oh, money to do research, money to take care of the families, money to take care of the kids that are there.
I think all of the kids straight out of high school need to go visit, because they will call in sick to work if they've got a sniffle or if they've got a
Well, I'm going to tell
toothache
you,
or if
Crystal's
they've got-
life, and Jane, well, you was there too, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Lewis made a point of saying up until Crystal, right up to the very end, I don't care. I'd seen that child when she'd been low on platelets and of course going to get them. I've seen her when she was dragging, and you ask her, how you doing, Crystal? I'm fine. Never one time. So I have no patience for people that's got a headache and like, oh, I'm about to die, I've got a headache. I got no sympathy for you.
Rub a little dirt on it and go on.
Yeah, get back to
I
me
mean,
when you've walked in some shoes that I've seen.
You know, my nephew was 2 years old when we found out he had a malignant brain tumor, and it was the size of a baseball. He had chemotherapy, radiation. They were able to remove 80% of it. But 4 years old, he weighed 28 pounds.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah, it's a horror
And-
that we pray to escape.
But smiled every time you saw
Oh yeah,
it. Didn't matter.
Crystal never had a problem, and you go out there and you see what these people do. Like, there was one nurse assigned to Crystal. That was her nurse. Mm-hmm. That on each shift she had a nurse, and that was her nurse. That she didn't go to another room. She was Crystal's nurse, and from the time Sandra and Lewis walked through the doors over there, and like Lewis said at the meeting, he was fortunate. Lewis Wheeler, so I'm talking about. Many people out there know Lewis. Lewis was a school teacher and baseball coach over here. Crystal went on the 4th of July, and she passed away on the November the 6th. I think Lewis came home twice just to check on the house, but he managed to stay the whole time because the teachers was so generous to give him their sick days, so he got to stay out there with Crystal and Sandra. But from the time they went, outside of personal issues, money was never brought up.
Never, never. And Ann, I know we were talking, today is November the 6th.
Yeah.
And this is the day that Crystal died, 1998.
Yeah.
And I think my message today is going to be about what can we do? Do we really care? Do things make a
Yeah.
difference to us? And is there anything we can do?
Yep.
Okay. We can't do anything about the fact now that we lost Crystal.
Right.
We can do something about the fact that the next child possibly will have a different chance than
Yep.
Crystal had.
Yep.
That's what her parents wanted.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what people want today. And that's why Sam is doing this race. Now, let me move, if I can, to how can they help and what can you do? If you're watching this, or if you have friends, you can call them. You can tell them this is what they can do. The race Sam's doing, he is raising money. The money that will be collected will be given to, it's what's called the Trenton Dade Charity.
Yeah.
Okay? It is a branch, it's an organization of the Trenton Dade Optimist Club. Now, the reason that that even exists now is because someone asked us one time, a corporation said, well, we'd like to give you something. We'd like to give you some money, but we will need a tax credit
Right.
for it, you know, because that's how people give a lot of times. Usually at the end of the year, people are doing their taxes and they think, well, I need to give a gift to something, my church,
Right,
to
right.
whatever. Today, I'm asking the city of Trenton, the Dade County people, for us to say the charity of our choice this year should be to the Trenton Dade Charity Incorporated. It is now a corporation, thanks to Peter, our president, Peter Savelli. He helped us develop a corporation where if you want to give $20, we can give you a tax receipt
Right.
for the $20. If you want to give $20,000, we will give you a tax receipt
Right.
for your $20,000. We are able now, because of this corporation that Peter helped set up, we're able to take contributions.
Right.
Not as just the Trenton Dade Optimist Club, but as a charity of your choice. We're asking people, give to the Trenton Dade Optimist Charity. Now, how can you do that? Well, Sarah Moore, Sam's mother, she is the treasurer of our Trenton Dade Optimist Club. If you forget anything I said, remember, you can call Sarah. She will
And
tell
it's
you.
handled.
She will tell you. She will meet you and get your money. She will see you get a receipt. She will take care of all of it. But we do have a post office box. It's box, if you forget, just remember, 1121. 1121. It's box 1121, Trenton, Georgia. It's 30752. You can send a check. I suggest you not ever send cash in the mail, but that you
No.
can send a check. You can see Ann. You can come by here. With the Optimist Club meets every Tuesday at Guthrie's.
You can bring it by the chamber. I'll
You
be
can
glad.
go to the
yeah.
chamber. She will bring it. It will get logged as a contribution from you. And as I said, folks, $5 is a value to a lot of people. So $5 helps.
Yep.
$20,000 would set this race in a place that you can't imagine it would go. But we would be so grateful for it. The charity will enable us to take large and small donations
Right.
from people all over Dade County. Now you think, well, there's nobody in Dade County who would do this. I'm going to tell you something.
There are.
There are people in
Oh,
this
yeah.
community who will give till it hurts.
Yep.
And they will give to help something that they know that will do what St. Jude does.
Yep.
Yep.
The Optimist Club will donate this money in Sam's name through that race to St. Jude's, and Optimist International then will match
Right.
up to $1,000 of that money. So just think, this little town and this little club that we have, how much that we're going to be able to do and why. Remember, Crystal was a member of our community. There has been one before her. There will be another child before her from this community. It could be your child, your grandchild. God doesn't sit up there and pick
No.
who, okay? So if you call them random acts, whatever you want to call them, cancer is something that will happen. I know I have had breast cancer. I didn't do anything to deserve it. You know, it just happens.
Yep.
But today, what do I want to do? I want to help childhood cancer with St. Jude. So why I'm here is to tell you all, about the charity, to tell you again, and we've put it in the paper. We're trying to do everything. And if I can, while I'm saying this, Ann, our Sentinel has done more for the Optimist Club as far as spreading the word of what we do, and we are so grateful to them for helping us. And if any of you, again, if you've got a quarter, a dime, please work with your family and decide what can you give. If you haven't chosen your charity of a choice yet, please pick this. We want to be just busting wide open after Christmas.
We're fixing to have to go to a break.
Okay.
Again, tell them, is there a number they can call, or they can send money to Ann or me?
Well, they can send money just to the post office box. If they're going to mail it, it would be best to mail it. Like Jane said, we meet every Tuesday at 12 o'clock at Guthrie's. You can stop by there and drop it off. Even bring it to the chamber. Cheryl will see to it that it gets to Sarah Moore. And that's where it needs to go.
Yes.
It's to Sarah.
It goes to the charity.
And when Jane said a minute ago that $5, enough $5 is, you'd be amazing what
they can do for $5 is way more than you can do with that $5.
Well, and the thing about out there, and this is one thing I'm going to tell real quick before Cody cuts us off, is you go in out there, if you've never been, you go in out there and you don't see wheelchairs. You see little red wagons.
Yeah.
And those little kids ride in those little red wagons when they go to different parts of the hospital. And at one point in time, Crystal was shifted around the last time she was there a few times before she passed away. And one day I was looking out, most of St. Jude is glass. And I was looking out the window, out of her room, sitting there looking out the window, and it was right over the playground. And these kids was out there just to play, and they was climbing, they was sliding, parents and people were out there with them, you know. But their little bald heads, they was just having big fun. And you sit up there and look at that, and
they don't act sick. They don't.
Well, kids don't. I don't know, but I sat up there and I cried watching those kids, thinking, I've got 2 healthy children. At that time, I had 1 healthy grandchild. You don't know how to be thankful if your children's healthy.
Right.
It's, but like I said, if you've never been to St. Jude, you're going towards Memphis, or make a special trip, go see. And if it don't put a different view on you, let me know.
Then your heart's broke.
Yeah, you're not fixed. But thank you, Jane, for coming.
Thank you. And the community, please help us. We really much. People say sometimes their prayer is, Lord, help us handle what you give to us. Well, He's given us an opportunity here
to help,
to make a difference. So please help us. It's the Trenton Dade Optimist Charity. It's Post Office Box 1121, 30752, Trenton, Georgia. Just contact either one of these people, the Chamber and Sarah Moore. We would love to know that because of this program today and because of Ann and our Chamber representatives' interest in what's happening, we will make a difference in Trenton. So thank you so much. Thank you for letting me come.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll be right back.
Hungry? How about Cloud's Pizza on Highway 71 in Higdon? Not only do we have pizza with dough made fresh every day, Cloud's Pizza serves a delicious hot food bar, and we make cookies fresh every day. Make sure to order the famous cheese sticks, made with that fresh dough and real Wisconsin cheese. And don't miss Fish Fry Friday. That includes catfish, hush puppies, and more for only $8.99 Friday, 4 p.m. to close. Cloud's Pizza, Alabama Highway 71 in Higdon, 597-3100. Open till 8, Monday through Saturday at Cloud's Pizza. A time-tested financial institution equipped with the latest banking technology. The Bank of Dade, with mobile banking to fit your on-the-go lifestyle. Download our latest app today for your iPhone, Android, or tablet to bank on the go. Check your balance, pay bills, make deposits, and keep track of your account anytime and anywhere with the Bank of Dade's smartphone app. Make life easier by using today's most advanced banking technology to your advantage. Call us at 657-6842 or visit on the web at bankofdade.com. Your hometown bank since 1956, the Bank of Dade. Main offices on Highway 11 North in Trenton, and drive-thrus on Highway 11 North and Highway 136 West. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Roscoe Pete Coltrane. I want an all-points bulletin on Cupper Gallery in Kimball. See, they must be up to something there. Their trucks are all over. Geez, that's very suspicious activity.
Ooh, I love it, I love it. Possum on a gunbush, Sheriff. Gary and all them just good old boys having a big sale, and they deliver free of charge.
Enos, you dipstick. There's no way they're delivering that much furniture. Geez, their trucks are everywhere.
It's because of their great prices and service, Sheriff. They have catnap recliners for $269, new queen mattress sets $299, king size mattress sets $399, memory foam pillows $19.99, queen size chairs, sleigh beds $299, lift chairs and adjustable beds also on sale.
Enos, will you hush? I heard all that. I love it, I love it. Check out Comfort Gallery Mattress. And they're having a big sale. They offer free delivery and setup. 6 months same as cash. Ooh, free 1 year layaway and even a no credit check payment plan. I love it, I love it. They're open 7 days a week and accept most major credit cards. Good.
Have lunch or dinner at Guthrie's, home of the original golden fried chicken finger and the best chicken finger sauce in the world. Guthrie's can help you plan your family's meals or get-togethers with bucket specials every Tuesday, those delicious wings on Wednesday, and platters every day of the week. Plus, get sweet tea by the gallon. Remember, Guthrie's has a party room for small gatherings, too. Guthrie's, Highway 136 West in Trenton, home of those golden fried chicken fingers and the best chicken finger sauce in the world.
Guthrie's, no fast food, good food fast.
All right, we are back, and we have Chris McFetridge, and he is here to speak to us about the Veterans Day Parade. He's a veteran, so
He is a
hats
veteran.
off, hats off, hats off.
Thank you.
I respect my old people, and I respect my veterans, and then it starts from there. I mean, to me, those are the reasons we're here. So.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Tell us about the parade.
We can just keep
The
looking
parade
at you.
is November 11th. That's this Saturday. It's going to roll out at 12 o'clock noon. If you're going to be participating in the parade, it's going to be you line up between 10 and 12 at Moore's Funeral Home. If there's a funeral, we're going to have to come up with a relocate, maybe across the street at the church,
or at the high school,
or possibly the high school. But the church is the nearest location. Not Trenton First. Is it Trenton First
Trenton
Baptist?
First Baptist.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be that'd be perfect because it'd be right across from the funeral home.
Yeah. And this year I think we got pretty much all the food and stuff covered, but we just are lacking the people who want to come out and participate and be in the parade. I'm always having trouble I would like for people to come out to
watch the parade.
Watch the parade as well, but the festival afterward at Jenkins Park, just some people come in face paint or just set up a booth and stuff for the kids to play with, and just that'd be nice for them to get out there and just play, and they wouldn't just come get a free hot dog and leave.
Yeah, and there's no charge, right? If they want to come set a
Everything's
booth
free.
up. If they want to set a booth up, there's no charge.
Yeah, we don't. As long as you come out there and set everything up, everything's on your end's
So-
got to be free of charge too, because it is a
Yeah.
free event.
But it's free advertising for you to come set up.
Right.
Well, and it's an awfully good cause, honoring our veterans.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, y'all are going to meet at Moore's, and then I'm assuming come this way.
Yeah, well, the parade route is going to be start at Moore's and then come down to the Bank of Dade.
Just backwards of the Christmas parade.
Backwards of the Christmas parade. It's going to, I think it's Georgia Avenue between Bank of Dade, and it's going to loop around and go to Jenkins Park.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
the festival's going to be. That's where you can come and get your free hot dogs. And I'm not sure if the Dade County usually performs, their band comes out. But there's going to be some groups singing, hopefully, and you can come out and get free entertainment, free
I think
hot dogs.
Last year, didn't North Sand Mountain put their band in it too?
Yeah, North Sand Mountain was in it last year, and Dade County, their marching band was in it, and we got the Ridgeland High School, their OTC program.
Ooh, that'll be good.
That'll be awesome. Yeah.
They come out every year, and it's a lot of kids and a lot of hot dogs they go through. So it's
That's
pretty
awesome. So tell us a little bit about your story. When did you get in the military? And
Well, I started in the military. I was late in life. I was 25. Most people go in when they're younger.
he don't look 25 yet.
That's what I was
I'm
fixing to
35.
say.
I'm turning 35, 36 in February. In 2007, I went to Iraq and for a year, and like 6 months after I got home, 2008, I went to Afghanistan, and right towards the end of my deployment, I was injured, and I come home. I still had my leg but it got infected. I set up with Mercer, and it affected my bones and my joints inside my right leg, and it affected my heart too. I have an artificial heart valve and an artificial leg.
So what happened? I mean, how'd you hurt your leg?
I really don't talk about it.
Oh, okay.
But I was injured, and I don't let it get me down. Still keep high spirits, and I don't let it affect me.
I have a friend that he was in a motorcycle accident, and he had his leg for a long time, and then he opted to have it removed because of the pain.
Yeah, I chose to because they fused it together. It was in so much pain. I was in pain all the time.
Yeah.
And
then it affected your heart and other parts. So.
Yeah. Well, the day I went to go get my leg amputated is the day I found out that my heart was leaking and everything from the infection as well. So it all happened all at once. It was just bombarded with it.
Right. So obviously the military still holds a dear part to you to continue with this parade and to do this every year.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that are still in the military. I had people that didn't come home.
Yeah.
And I had people that struggle. It just because you're not deployed doesn't mean you don't struggle when you get home. I had people that friends.
Our son was on suicide watch for months.
Absolutely.
Friends that come home and didn't win.
Yeah.
And took their life, and it don't just affect the person who gets deployed, it affects their family as well. And there's a lot of people that you had this.
If you live in Dade County and you are a World War II veteran, Alan Bradford is asking that you get in contact with him. We are trying to get the names of all the I'm looking up his number now, I didn't have it handy. But we were trying to get in touch with all of the World War II veterans and get their names, and this is all for part of what's going to be going on Saturday. And if that is you, or if you have someone in your family that is a World War II veteran, call 423, and I can't see my number, 423-341, I'm lying, can you see that? 423-413.
413-0245.
0245, so 413-0245 is the number that you'll need to call if you are a World War II veteran or know someone, have a family member that lives in Dade County.
I wonder how many World War II veterans are left here.
Very
in Dade
few,
County.
very
I'm
few.
sure there's probably, I know one. Other than that, I'm sure, there could be 2 or 3 more on the mountain, but I doubt there's many World War II vets left in Dade County. There's not a whole lot left in the whole United States.
And this is past or, if they're still alive or if they've already passed. We just need to get their names. So that's, I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be.
Yeah, me too. I hope it gets a good turnout. If there's anybody out there that still would like to participate, it's not too late. You can put a float, a horse and buggy, just any kind of car, walk, and just show your appreciation. It doesn't matter. You can contact me 423-580-5942, and we have a Facebook page. I think I just labeled Dade County Veterans Parade. I believe that's the correct one.
I think it is.
Dade County Veterans Parade, and you can look on there and you can get some information about it. But the parade is going to be November 11th, this Saturday. It's going to be from 12. The festival should end about 3, so it's going to go from Moore's Funeral Home, the Bank of Dade, to Jenkins Park. They're going to have free hot dogs. Bring your kids out, bring your family, and just show support for there's veterans that are going to be lined up. And if you have some of your family that you want to just put out in the float, just bring them and let them hang out the car window, just show their appreciation. And there's a lot of people that are out there that still appreciate what the veterans have done in the past and what they're doing now. Just come out and show your support and let them know that you love them.
Hey, everybody should come out and show their support. They should appreciate. They wouldn't have the freedom they've got if not for the veterans.
They're the reason we're here.
That's exactly right.
So, well, Chris, I appreciate you coming out. Give them your phone number one more time.
423-580-5942.
5942.
You can call me anytime. You can send us text.
He's on Facebook.
Facebook, and my name is Christopher McFetridge. I can spell it for you if you want to, but
you'd have to spell it for me.
Yeah, but yeah, we can get you in touch with him. You can call the chamber as well, and I can get you his information. So we appreciate you coming out. That's awesome.
All right,
And thank you. Thank you.
The most immediate signs of marijuana use include
Know the signs. Know the signs.
bloodshot eyes, increased heart rate,
Know the signs.
Know the signs.
increased appetite, memory impairment, difficult paying attention or solving problems.
Know the signs. Please know the signs.
Know the signs.
Know the signs.
With marijuana use, you may experience anxiety, fear or panic reactions, hallucinations, paranoia, or delusional behavior.
Know the signs.
Know the signs.
Know the signs.
Know the signs.
Marijuana use is illegal in Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee.
Know the signs.
Know the signs. Please know the signs. Unfortunately, we do.
Looking for a great way to change your look? You'll find the friendly professionals at A Classy Cut Salon ready to care for you. A Classy Cut Salon is in the Grove Shopping Center next to the Dollar General. We serve men and women of all ages at A Classy Cut Salon. Call 657-5607. That's 657-5607 for an appointment, or just walk right in for your next classy cut from A Classy Cut Salon in the Grove Shopping Center, Highway 11 North in Trenton.
At Reed Funeral Home of Whitwell, a tradition of caring is carried out through a personal commitment to each family. Our experienced staff and funeral directors and embalmers stand ready to help you through your toughest times. We offer every type of funeral service, from traditional to cremation or any combination of life celebration. Depend on the Reed family and Reed Funeral Home of Whitwell, 11675 Highway 28 in Whitwell, 658-5516. Reed Funeral Home.
Just two big old boys, full of biscuits and charm. Beats all you ever saw, been a making us laugh, ain't doing no harm. Making us laugh, the only way they know how. That's just a little more fun than the law should allow.
If you picture Rick and Bubba University as a campus, we have students graduating cap and gown with their degree in common sense.
I thought this was the end.
He thought it was it.
Halfway. Here's some water. You're halfway.
You know what you thought of? Okay, I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm gonna get on my face before the Lord. I pray that he shows mercy and he blesses this country like he has in the past.
Without him, brother.
Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. At 402 North Cedar Avenue in South Pittsburgh, 4765 Main Street in Jasper, and at 14087 Highway 28 in Whitwell. Providing the highest standard of customer services with a personal touch. Our associates can help you with personal loans, personal lines of credit, a variety of mortgage loans, and more. And we offer real-time internet banking too. See us in South Pittsburgh, Jasper, and Whitwell today. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We are back, and we have another surprise guest.
We just pulled him out of the.
He just staggered in the door. Like his shirt says, I just staggered into Dade County. So
he just staggered into Dade County.
He just staggered into Dade County. This is Wesley Boyd, and he is a former graduate of SLTC, the Southeast Lineman Training Center. And I thought it would just be kind of interesting to talk about what you go through there and where you're headed afterwards. So what did you expect when you went in, and then what did you get?
Well, I expected what I saw in the videos that they have, that it was going to be rough, it was going to be hot.
Like boot camp.
It was kind of like a boot camp for climbing. That's what it is, yeah. But the instructors there are amazing. They do their job. They teach you exactly what you need to do, exactly when you need to do it.
Well, we'll kind of.
Was you ever scared?
No.
Climbing the poles, I'd be terrified.
I didn't know I was afraid of heights until I climbed a pole. So.
And then when you looked down, and it was like, holy crap, what am I doing up here?
Right.
No, that's when I found out I wasn't afraid of heights.
Oh, really?
So, do we favor a little bit?
I can see a little resemblance there.
That's what we hear quite a bit. I'm not as hairy as he is. But this is my son. This is Wesley Boyd, and he did go through the SLTC program, and he was actually in class 53. His younger brother Luke was in class 52. This is a great school, Ann.
Oh, hey, it's a great thing for this whole town.
I talked to Luke's general foreman, and I said, JD, tell me, do you rather them, when you hire the guys, do you rather them beat through a school, or would you rather them be green and y'all train them? He said, no, I want the school. Because they come in
Oh,
with
I
the
can
knowledge
imagine, because you'd learn which of them wires not stick together while you're hanging up there on that pole.
Well, both of the boys recently got employed with Pike Electric, and Wesley's working in Birmingham.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So.
Well, hey, you might recognize him from being over at Ingles.
Yeah. This was your deli guy.
The deli chief.
And then I left that to go make some better money.
Yeah, I'm sure that the pay scale went up.
You know, I don't understand why the kids getting involved in this school and is not blowing through the roof, because your average starting pay after graduation is $70,000 a year.
That's not including storm pay.
I have never made $70,000. I've made $52 one year.
Wait a minute, that includes what?
That's not including storm.
Oh, storm pay. So if you go.
If you go to a different area than where you normally work for storm, you get paid time and a half for regular hours. Anything over 8 to 10 hours is double time.
Whoa.
Yeah. And like if you go to work in Connecticut, like he almost had to do, you get Connecticut pay. You don't get.
You get
Alabama
union pay.
Oh yeah.
Anything above, in the northern area, you get union wages. And I drove 18 hours just to be told to come back home.
But they got paid like $30 an hour to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. Oh, I know. I mean, I've heard all kind of good stories about that school down there and what it does. And of course, now, how many was in your class?
220 people.
Yeah.
At the start. We lost about 10 to 15.
They average about 10 each class that'll drop out. Several different reasons. They don't realize that they're afraid of heights until they get up there.
Once they reach about 15 foot, that's when most people either go to communications or they just leave altogether.
Yeah.
Now, a few of the guys have gaffed out, and that's when you're climbing and your foot slips and the spike will actually go through your boot into the other leg.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like we said, rub some dirt on it and go on.
Oh, that would hurt.
There's too much opportunity. And here's the thing about, here it is, Dade County. Dade County, listen up. There's funding. There is 100% funding available for this school if you qualify. Just, you got to try. There's loans available. 98% of the people that apply can get a Sallie Mae loan. You don't pay that back until you get a job. If you are a veteran, the GI Bill covers it 100%. All the guys come out with CPR certified. They all come out OSHA certified. They all come out with a CDL. It's just amazing in 15 weeks what they can pump in.
Yeah, and is 200 and something average for a class?
Yeah, they have 11 pole circles and there's 20 kids per pole circle. They're about to add more pole circles, so they're probably going to have about 50 more students total.
Yeah, they just added 1 or 2 pole circles to the extension camp.
Hi, that's great.
They do a game, and where they all climb to the top and they start throwing a ball around.
Oh Lord!
That just gets us to trust our equipment.
If you drop the ball, you got to climb down,
get the ball, and come back up.
Yeah.
I didn't drop the ball.
No, I wouldn't have dropped it. I would have hung on for dear. I would have been hanging on to the pole. I would have never caught the ball.
And
I would have said, "Throw it to the guy next to me. I'm hanging on."
The best part about it is they do their final exams, and all the guys go in there. They take their final exams and they send them home. Well, once they go home, all the instructors go out to the campus and they wreck the place. They break poles, they cut lines. Looks like a storm just blew through. And they bring the guys back at night, and they are not allowed to go home until they have restored
fix everything
the
back.
lines. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What kind of test? I mean, do you do like a paper paper answer questions?
You have 3 hours of regular schooling, which is teaching you about electrical systems, rigging, all the fundamental stuff for alignment, and then the rest of the day you're out in the fields, either learning how to climb or you're building wire.
Yeah, building wire. What
building lines.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, now, I got a question, and then this may be a dumb question, but I know in a lot of places in the United States they've buried power lines.
Underground.
Yeah, that's underground.
His brother's
we practice
underground.
overhead.
Okay, but if they go to underground, will you still have a job?
Yeah.
Same thing.
His brother went to an underground crew. He went to an overhead crew.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so you kind of.
And that was something that Obama put in place. Now, any new lines that get installed
Have to be
underground.
Well, I'd rather it be underground. I mean, I'd
It's
rather
prettier.
work on it underground, but then you ain't got those. Oh, really?
Underground, you can't see it.
It's more dangerous. You can't see if it's a live wire.
Oh.
Yep.
See, I would be thinking underground. I'm down here on the ground. I'm safe.
Yeah, but you're reaching into the unknown.
Yeah, and overhead, if you see a break in the wire, you can
You know,
visibly see it. But
right.
if there's a break under wire,
You can't see it.
underground, you can't see where it's at.
Well, that makes good sense.
Now, out in California, they do it a little bit here, but in California, they have highline crews where they drop the guys in by helicopter.
Yeah.
They actually fly you out. You bungee down,
wear a
rappel
chain
down
mesh suit.
onto a highline, and then they leave you alone, and they come back and get you later once you get done.
They don't have enough money to pay me to be hanging on a helicopter bungee.
They have enough money to pay me.
They're making $85 an hour, and they're
They-
getting $250 a day per diem.
Yeah, well, hey, they could just keep that. I'm not hanging on no helicopter bungeeing out of no helicopter to work on no hot lines.
I'll do it.
But, you know, there's funding out there available. If you're listening to this, not just in Georgia, there's funding available in Tennessee and Alabama. And their oldest graduate was 53.
Really?
Yes.
Well, see, I was just thinking it was probably for young.
Their oldest graduate was 53. There was a 47-year-old, I think, in his class.
I think the 53 was in my class.
No. It was two. It was before. That was even before Luke's. There
Now-
was a 52, maybe.
I was going to ask you a question. Darn, I forgot what I was going to say.
And there's more women. There's 3 women in this class.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So, and let me tell you, them girls, Ann, kick them boys' tail. They get up there and drive it.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Not the girl in my class.
Well, no.
Did you have a girl in your class?
Yeah, and she broke down trying to do her CDL because she couldn't do it.
Well,
Oh,
you
really?
know,
Yeah, but they got to her and they helped her figure out what their problem was, and they
got it.
helped her. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll, that's the thing. They will help you. They'll get you through it. So, and there's something going on tonight at Guthrie's.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The cheerleaders, the varsity cheerleaders, are going to be waiting tables at Guthrie's. They are trying to raise money to go to their competition. So they're going to be over there. Now, if you're watching this Monday night at 8 o'clock, you've done missed it. I think they're going to be there from 5 until 8.
5 to
I think
7.
I think it's 5 till 8, but I'm
5 to
not
8.
real sure. But anyway, go over there this afternoon, and that'll be a reason you don't have to cook. I love any reason that I don't have to cook.
I love Guthrie's.
Oh, I love chicken anywhere you go. Chicken, I love
I made
chicken.
lasagna last night.
I'd rather have chicken.
I love chicken.
Hey, I loved Engel's chicken fingers. You know, I'd come up there all the time and get their chicken fingers. And their chicken, too. It's good. I love chicken. But, yeah, go over there and eat this afternoon. If you're watching this today at 2, Monday at 2, please go over there and eat and help those girls out and help them raise some money to get pay for their competition.
I mean, who doesn't like chicken tenders? And wings. They've got great wings.
Really?
And fries. I like their fries.
Yeah, I like
Wesley
their
likes
fries.
food. You just can't even go by Wesley. Wesley likes food. He was always, when he was little, like he would pass up ice cream for a bowl of mashed potatoes.
My son would give his ice cream away at school to get a roll. He'd trade his ice
Yeah.
cream for a roll.
And he would come up, Mom, are we gonna have those little trees? He loved broccoli.
Yuck.
I love broccoli.
Yeah. He still does. Broccoli and mashed potatoes. And I
So
have
you
to
was
get-
a healthy eater, huh?
Yeah.
I was just a food eater.
I kind of go along with you on that.
I can't think of anything he didn't like growing up. And I mean, I must have been a really good kid because I had really good kids. My boys never even had an ear infection growing up. They ate what you gave them. They didn't complain about a lot, you know. I mean,
Slept like babies.
he slept through the tornado in '97. But I must have been a good kid because I
You got everything well.
never had to get on to them. Well, until they got older.
Yeah, as they get older, problems begin. Well, Cody's telling we got to go.
He gave
so
us the finger.
I guess we'll go and
That one. I said that one. He gave us.
we will go and we'll be back next week.
See you guys.
You've been watching Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of staff nor the management of KWN Community TV Channel 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Join us every week for another edition of Around Town on KWN TV 7.